From Los Angeles, TraderInsight.com presents Dr. Adrian Manz with today's 2-minute strategy session.
For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manz, and it's time for another 2-minute strategy session. Today I had a question about a stock that we had on the trading service, BYI, that's Bally Technologies Incorporated, and the question was, since this is a stocks to watch setup, and the market went and gapped open, and we had a short side setup on this one, right? So we wanted to get into this at 42.67 with a 42.23 initial target, and then we're trying to figure out what our logical stop would be. Now the market gapped way up, and Stephen would like to know whether or not there was a way to play this after all, since it did make a move to the downside even in the face of the big gap to the upside this morning. Well, this is why we look at these pivot lines on our charts. And you see here that the stock actually made a gap right up and through the central pivot and then reversed lower again into an area that yesterday defined support and resistance and resulted in a collapse. So today, a very logical place to take this trade would be right around that level that the stock moved lower from. So we'd be looking at about an entry of $43.67 with a target down in this trough. I always like to pick one that's just off the lows. So right around $43 a share. So we've got a 67-cent profit objective. And now it's time to check out the stop. And in this case, a stop would be right above this bar, the high of the morning. So we'd say about $44.07. Divide the potential profit by the potential loss. That gives us a ratio of about 1.63 to 1. That's better than the 1.5 to 1 that we require on these setups. So it makes for a very nice trade with an entry right on the break of that pivot line. So I don't always like to trade pivot entries. I don't always look to just get long or short on the other side of one of these. But when we see something like this, that it also defines an area of support and resistance from the previous session that always held up and led to a precipitous collapse, then we know that the odds are definitely in our favor, and it makes for a good potential setup. So all you guys who are on the trading service, keep those questions coming. Always happy to answer them. This has been a 2-minute strategy session, and for TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manz. Thanks for listening.